great one. You know that on the 4th, before some of you start running away, on the 4th, it's happening at Aldershot. Yes.
Live.
Yes. And it's going to be fire. We would like to see all of you there. We invite you greatly. And your life will never be the same, just like what they do in Pentecost and 7 days. And bring yourself to NDC and your life will never be the same because we'll make you a great man and women. So now we'll move to the next bit, which is very, 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 very important. This place, we know that the executive that we have will have something to say. And in Aka language, they say, and yet. So if you are there, you have to be seen. And also, as the bank of expertise that we are very lucky to have to come and grace these occasions, it will be a shame if we don't hear anything from them. So we would like to give them the opportunity to give us the Pusuaku words. That one don't go look for it in dictionary, it's not there, it's mine. So I'm going to go in no particular order. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Obanwa! Madam Teresa Awuni. She's the MP for Okankwe. Obanwa! Good. You know, madam, something happened there. You see some soldiers, they saw a man, he rode behind his car. Soldiers are foolish. And these people caught him, beat him out and he couldn't breathe. So he went back and painted the whole car and wrote at the back, "Still." So let's put our hands together for this lady. She's amazing. She's been working so hard. She loves NDC and she travels across the world. No matter job or what.
Ayeza.
I can't feel you. Ayeza. Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. I am privileged to be here today and permits me to stand on the existing protocols. Honorable Leader, thank you for your very inspirational words. I always learn from you. Branches are the lifeline of every party. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sure.
Party work, I also believe, is volunteerism. Because if you have not volunteered to do party work, you will not be here at this hour. Because I know your town, every minute counts. Please, put your hands together for yourself. My every leader has given you all the greetings from the party, but I bring you greetings from Okankwe North. the most hottest seat now in Greater Accra. And if you hear about us in the news these days, the NPP is arresting my people left, right, center. And I know it's because of the limited registration. The NPP candidate, as we speak, has reported my youth organizer to the police that he has threatened to kill her and that the boy should be prosecuted. We went to the police station on Tuesday. On Friday, we are charged to court.
Wow.
And so because of this program, I have to also get a writ to stop the police from inviting the boy to the police station, to the court until I'm back. And so I'm going back to go and face all this intimidation. And you see, in our leader's speech, he said we are going to protect our ballots. And this is the process of the final elections in December. There will be limited registration very soon. And so these are some of the processes they are using to intimidate our people and also to stop them from challenging aliens that they intend to mass or bus into our constituencies. You are the ones here who support hosts. You have a lot of voice back home. Make your base back home your strongest campaign points or focus. Because most of them listen to you a lot. You are breadwinners back home. A lot of people look up to you. Please make it a point to always tell our people back home that it is not safe to keep voting for the NPP. I am very positive that we are winning 2024 elections. But it's not going to come on a silver platter. And so if you are here and you think that we will win elections and though it's just a done deal, please, it is not a done deal.
True.
In Okaigwe North, I have started psyching myself and my constituents. Because I know I am going into a battle which I've just started. And I am going in full force unless my entire constituency is locked up at the police station. We are not stopping. Please keep encouraging our people. Tell them to put fear behind them. Because these elections, we cannot go into these elections with fears. At least our party is born out of the military spirit, isn't it? Yes. Why are we now perceived to be cowards? I would like to plead with all branches. Let's respect the party structures. Let's take our party structures and our duties very seriously. I started as a branch women's organizer, rose to branch secretary, became 12 years constituency women's organizer before becoming a member of parliament. And I did not just come here, I did not just arrive here by chance. I learned through the structures. And so I am pleading that even if your women's organizer you are older than your women's organizer, or you are older than your chairman, you are older than your secretary, please give respect where it is due. Let's respect the structures. Once that is done, we are going to have a very vibrant, united branches. Because if you are not united at the branches, you cannot hold the chapter accountable. And we are going into elections. Can we go into these elections with a divided front?
No.
If we are fighting our branches, would we be able to correct our leaders at the top when there's chaos there?
No.
And so I will plead, in as much as we all have our friends, our favorites, and all that, let's limit the tension in the branches so that it will reflect into our chapter body. And we have a firm chapter that will come back home and support the party. Because the party is really looking up to you for this great inspiration and support. Because what you tell your people back home, that's a lot of magic for us. And so if you are here and in your branch, you and your chapter women organizer, you are not in talking terms, you and your youth organizer are not in talking terms, can you go out there and win people into your chapter?
No.
It is my prayer that we will continue to take time off our busy schedules to come and place importance on your inaugural programs. But it will all depend on you. As we are here, we are losing so many contacts back home. There's so many assignments that we are supposed to do. But because of the importance of your branches, we are all here at this material moment. And so we plead with you that let this branch be a shining example for another branch to be open, and another, and another, and another. I would like to thank the chapter chairman and his executives for the massive work you've done so far. Because I know within a short period, you've opened up about 4 branches, which is a plus. Please give them a rousing round of applause. We must hold every area to let the MPP in diaspora know that you are ready for power.
Yes.
Your activities on the ground should set a signal back home that even the diasporas are more ready than those back at home. And I know by the special grace of God, Ghanaians will reward our efforts. We are winning this election come what may. That I am very sure of. But we must all do our part to hold our grounds. I love you all, and we thank you so much for the good work you are doing for the party. God bless you.
Yay! You can do better. You can do better. Asikolina. And some. Midamase. And some boy in Tiaka, and some boy in Nepo. And yet I had a good baby. And when you see when the food is on the fire and you are clapping and laughing, you know there's something to restore the energy. So if you look at your back, something will happen. Yes. Do you know why? Now you have known why we still want the Obanwa. The still.
I was contesting all men. But this time round, then people have gone all the way to Epiapim North to bring a sitting member of parliament, Doku, had to come and contest in my constituency. She is a woman. And so it is still Obanwa, Daganwa.
Yes. Thank you. So for what you are saying, when I'm in Obano dear Obani Kuoha, Obon Queria, near the Ekatiano, near the dear Marcus, near the name Quaino, good to get their money. If it's so home, why is really good thing and self-food, but and Tiba will say Obano. You see, that's one thing I want to emphasize. Our sister here did not win because she was rich. She did not win because she was the Obano. But she came with quality. She's always with the people. I don't know how she makes it. Even some small family gathering, before you know, she's sitting there with the family. So they see her as part of them. And the same way, when she came here, we spent time with her. She doesn't go to the big hotel and say, Mobaba Mumbra. She comes to us and we meet her. This is what we want. Okay? And I'm very grateful that she's made time to make a young ajobu. We are very grateful. Now, they say Kasatiti in Toponko. So now we'll move on. Now, I'm not going to go for the long name to get in trouble again. Ladies and gentlemen, he is our member of parliament for Bongo. and His Honorable Edward Power.
Eyezu. Eyezaza. Eyezuzu.
Chairman of the chapter, only executive, my leader, who I told him that if he's able to change my ticket for me, but there's a cost to changing tickets, I will still go with him for the program. Then he looked at me and said, "Are you sick?" Every other person who is here, all protocols, good evening.
Good evening.
First and foremost, I want to thank Fifi and all the team who brought me all the way from London. Or else I wouldn't be able to come. So they brought me here. So I want to thank him. He's a very good driver. Anytime you're going to go somewhere, try and get him. So just a few things that I want to say. I believe that maybe my leader here will do a lot of issues. And Teresa has already given you some sense of what is happening in Accra in terms of, in Ghana, in terms of intimidation, what have you. I basically want to talk to you on the reason why you will have to come and register in Accra. Because from May 7th to May 27th, that's about 21 days, there's going to be an opportunity to register. And I want to give you reasons why you should be motivated to do that. Currently, you have all known very clearly that we are having a serious challenge in Accra and in Ghana called Dumso. The Dumso that our president, our flag bearer, took responsibilities for and decided to solve. As His Excellency John Muhammad didn't say that, "Oh, I was not in charge, I'm a driver mate, and if you give me the opportunity to resolve it." What he did was that he took full responsibility. Because as a leader, when you, today, the inaugurated leaders here, if you are a leader, you assume both liabilities and assets. So if the assets were that were positive to you take it. Yeah. If there were mistakes and other things, you own the mistakes and you resolve the issue. That's why you are made a leader anyway. Yeah. John Muhammad did that. He found a way of saying, "Look, I was going to resolve this problem," and he resolved it. Fast forward today. You know, for 7 years they have been talking about the fact that, oh yes, that there's over excess capacity. Kwame is here. We've spent almost, God knows, part of it, about half of our time in Parliament fighting the issue of excess capacity. If you go on the net, I've written several articles on giving reasons why I think that that narrative is wrong. But now we have come to a situation where we have the generating plants that have been brought by John Mahama, and we do not even have fuel to run them. So the issue is not because we do not have the generating plants, but we do not have money to go and buy fuel. That is how the country is broke. Now you come to that sector, almost all the 15 agencies under the Ministry of Energy or the energy sector, almost all of them, they go for bank draft to pay their salaries for their workers. That's how bad the issue is. So if you go for bank draft to pay for salaries, how much are you going to get to do investments to improve on the system? So that is how the whole problem has come. Now fast forward. It is for this very reason and other reasons, whether it is the banking sector, whether they wipe, when I was coming 50 years ago, we talked about the issue of the banking sector and how they have wiped out all those things. The middle class has been wiped out because of the DDEP, that's a domestic debt exchange program. If you had investments in maybe whatever it was, bonds and other things, all wiped out. So people who were calling themselves middle class are now living from hand to mouth. And I've always indicated that most Ghanaians now are just one sickness away from poverty. You just need to be knocked down by just one ailment and you're a poor man. That is how bad Ghana has become. It is for this reason that we have to win the next election. Not because we are NDC, not because we also want to come to power, but to be able to save our party. And to be able to do that, you must first win the polls. And to win the polls, you need to be serious about it. Accounting for the votes that we vote. Is that okay? Okay? I know that I have been directly involved in the current trying to resolve the issue of how we can get quality people at the branch level to account for our votes. We are doing it. There were a lot of here let me take an opportunity to congratulate the current Director of Elections, Dr. Manubuama. It's been very clear. There were a lot of innovations that came. Kwame Nkrumah, who went to your neck, had those effect analysis, had those decisions. Where even, those days, it was just by, if you were a branch, sorry, if you were a constituency chairman, you could just select anybody as your election director or elections IT person. We say yes, the Constitution says that you should do that. You have the right to do that. But in appointing, you appoint quality people. And so, if you appointed any other person, the person was subject to passing a particular exam to show that you even understand the job you are coming to do. We've moved from that, we've finished with that. We now have gone around again. We completed, I think, last week or so, completed training of trainers. So, the people who will be training the branch executives. So, I actually took care of 4 regions. Bono East, Ahafo, and Western region, to train those people. To be able to see how they can also go and train their people. And the reason is because we need to have quality people at the place there. At our branches, anybody who has been in serious politics will tell you that we have what we call career pulling agents. There are people who say, me, from Rolling Stone to now, I was a pulling agent. But the person simply cannot even just put 2 plus 2 together and know that it is 4. So even they are cheating. And if you look, there are certain things, mistakes, if you see our pensions in 2020, terrible. That you see that if we had quality, agents, would have resolved all those issues. And that's part of the thing that we are doing. That is why I think that this period that we're going to have registration. 1, we want people to come, you those who are not registered, come home and register. Come home and support people to come out and register. In the first place, do you know that I was in the car and we're talking about the fact that sometimes the party wins and even people from the diaspora are not even given the opportunity to serve the government and other things. You see it. But you also know that the Constitution says that if you are not a registered member of the, in terms of a registered, a registered voter, you can be appointed. The typical case is that of Spilgara. If you recall Spilgara's case, when he was made a minister, he was not a registered voter. That was enough to knock him off. So you can't be asking to be involved in governance in Ghana when you yourself are not a registered voter. So your first step is to help yourself. How do you get back to Ghana to get that done? I know the experiences. Me, I've stayed in this country before, so I know the experiences. Sometimes you're there, your job, this is your job you're doing, it is not even a permanent one. It is as the agency has taken you to go and do some care somewhere. And you know that if you go, your agency, this guy cannot be relied upon. You come to see, I know these problems. All of us have gone through all it. I mean, then he was a big man anyway. So you so these problems I know, but we must find a way of getting there. If we want to win an election, everybody must be there. 2, there are some of you who decide to come home on holidays for Christmas and what have you. If you know you will be home during Christmas period, arrange and see how you can be home very early. And even in your own police station, if you want to be trained, just let us know. We'll train you as for how to, if you take a pink sheet like this, just to know how, whether this pink sheet is corrupted or not. We'll teach you that. It won't take more than an hour to let you know what it is. Then you can even go there and be a polling agent. You may not know the people there, but you can take somebody who knows the area as one of them, and you are also there. You are there to put that technical eye to ensure that we're not wrong. That's why I think that you guys have a role to play. Yes, beyond just maybe financially you support the party in Ghana, but your expertise, your ability is also needed. And I think that this is where we should be doing. I'm not the main speaker for today. I just came to talk. And I felt that it's important to add this. So on this note, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for the opportunity. And God bless the new grantor has been formed. Doc, you and your team, I know you do it. In fact, you were very brief in your presentation, but it was very clear that the targets that you have, they are measurable targets. They are targets that if maybe after 2-3 years, I'll be able to know that this is what he said, and I can measure that. So God bless you, and let's see how we can let NDC move to this.
Thank you, Honorable. Let's put our hands together for Honorable. You see, I told you, we have the men and the women. And you see what he said? This is practical. And Honorable, to assure you, we want to let you know that the task that he just put across We also have decided, through the executive, we have a form going out now. We want people who are ready to go home for the election. They will put their names, the regions they will be working in, and their expertise. So when they come, you know this man can eat 4 KKs with fish, and you prepare. We don't want anybody to just walk there and say, Mama. So we are preparing, and you get those lists. And we are also very grateful that you are integrating us. Because some of us, as we became a party in Yeska, we need money. We need work to do. And we have to put ourselves together to go and support. So very, very grateful. Very, very, very grateful. Right, as we talk about expansion of branches, up and coming again, another up and coming. Warsaw, let's put our hands together for Warsaw. Yay! Every single day, drip. Now you have almost about 72 people on your thing.
Yeah.
Yes, and they are growing like something. Please call your friends, your families, wherever, every corner we will go. We will launch you like no one's business. Now we'll move on to the speeches. We have Honorable SB Ajapong, member of Elders USA chapter. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Ajapong. If I had made mistake again, this one day I'll sack myself. Thank you, sir.
I want to start with a song because I'm a product of June 4, 1979 to date. So if you understand the NDC history, you know where I'm coming from up to date. So let us enjoy ourselves. I don't have good voice, but I'm going to try.
Revolution, have a long way to go, but I've come to stay. Revolution, has a long way to go, but I've come to stay. Cadence may go, cadence may come, but the revolution has come to stay. Revolution has a long way to go, but I've come to stay.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, he said his voice is not good. If it was good, problem is you. The man can sing. Let's put our hands together for him once more.
Mr. Chairman, honorables from Ghana, fellow Catamansonians, it has been my ritual that wherever NDC members gather, I always request for a minute silence for every NDC member that is no more with us. Because if we don't remember them, tomorrow, if you are also not there, they will remember you. So it has been my ritual that every gathering that I would be, I would want to request for a minute silence for all NDC members who are no more with us, from the founder to whoever you know.
Please, let's keep it really down.
May their souls rest in peace.
Amen.
This way, when you are also not there tomorrow, NDC will remember you that yes, you were. Okay, now, as a member of Council of Elders, I play the advisory role. And the first point I want to make is we are now in a campaign season. So, honorables from Ghana, I want you to carry this message to His Excellency JDM. I have seen that there are multiple pictures of JDM and Mama going around on Facebook and all the WhatsApp groups. We want him to release the official picture that's going to be on the ballot paper, so that we will use that for our posters, T-shirts, and whatnot. Because the multiple pictures would confuse some other people, especially the illiterates and the older ones, and the older folks. Some have never met JDM before, they've never seen him before. They have seen him on TV and on radio. So please, we want you to tell him that he should release the official picture for the posters and for the ballot paper, so that we know. And also, I also want to appeal to our communicators, that wherever we address the people, we should mention the umbrella. That is the symbol. It is the umbrella symbol and JDM picture that's going to be on the ballot paper. So if you are not mentioning the umbrella, there are other parties who have similar pictures with ours. So we should always emphasize that when you go there, especially the illiterates and the old ones, when you get a paper, look at the umbrella. Everybody knows umbrella. But if you keep on with only the pictures like colors like this, it will confuse some other folks. So please, our communicators, wherever, either on radio, rallies, wherever, just tell the people that when you go, you pick the ballot paper, look for the picture of JDM and the umbrella. That one will be very good. If not, we'll confuse the other folks. Now, the next thing I want to say is about, since 2016, 2020, there were so many allegations leveled against NDC and our leader, but we never reacted to some of them. And you agree with me that it affected the elections, especially the bogus allegations. There are vulnerable people in Ghana, they understand everything that anybody will say. They believe in anything that everybody will say. So if this time around, what I want to say is, any allegation leveled against us, we must challenge, even if in court. If we don't challenge, the vulnerable ones will think it is true. I've been doing public education since June 1st of the now today, over 40 years, and I know the psyche of Ghanaian public. If you don't refute any allegations leveled against you, they take it as it is true. So that is what I want to say about that. And the last one I want to advise is, we here in the diaspora, all of us cannot go home and vote, but our influence might be felt back home. And I want to appeal to every one of you here that we should adopt a constituency or a branch back home and resource them very well. If you cannot go and vote, your resource can influence somebody to vote on your behalf. So we should make it a point that everybody here should adopt a constituency or a branch and support them with logistics, money, materials, and whatnot. I'll be going home in September for the campaign. I've already bought 12 megaphones. I'm from Kintampo, so I'm going to distribute to Kintampo North and South. I'm very biased when it comes to my hometown. So I'm going to distribute to Kintampo North and South. Last year I gave them laptop. So I want everybody here to pledge that you would support, because if you don't do that, and you need appointment, the recommendation will come from the constituency. They will say, oh, you know. Meanwhile, you've been sending money to probably Accra or wherever. So please, make sure that your constituency knows you very well. Very, very important. If they don't know you, what that you are doing will come to naught. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will not bore you much, but I found myself here today as a surprise one, because I retired from public service last year. So my children said, Daddy, you've sacrificed for us for up to date. So we want you to go on a 3-nation tour. So I said, okay, let me go this way. When you're going now, 70 London. America, they never know. When I hear America, it's about cowboy freedom. You see, but if you look at Britain, I know it's London, but I've never been to London before. So the 3 countries, my first choice is London. If I come to London, then I know that, yes, I'm in Britain. So, when I came about 4 days ago, I called my brother Malik, chairman and deputy women organizer. They said, oh, we have an inauguration of Bristol branch. I said, wow, I got to go. So I called my children and said, look, I'm going to Bristol for NDC meeting. Daddy, this is what time. I said, yes, I'm time for public service, not politics. If I'm done with politics, I'm going to down with politics. So, chairman, Mr. Malik, and deputy organizer quickly arranged, and they got me here. And before I came, I formed USA chairperson, Mami Abadazi. And she said I should extend her greetings to all of you here and congratulate Bristol branch for this very important occasion. So thank you very much.
Hey! Please, you know, once a soldier, always a soldier. So he retired. 2 days later, came back. And they said, I want to retire. I said, oh, that you. Because of make a clear the 24-hour economy. Myself. So within 24 hours, he was back to service. We are very grateful to you, sir. God bless you. And you know, there's one thing that he said. Abroche Nanyang, London. So if we don't do what is expected of us, the other people will see that the things we are doing are right. But let's all work together and make sure that Abroche becomes Abroche. Papa, we are very grateful. Yes, 1979, I was a very young man somewhere, walking around with nothing on. Thank God I am here today with something on. Amen. Yes. So now, please, comrades. Now we got to a point where we know the food is getting cold. People are looking at their time. So now we have a point where we will have solidarity messages from all branches. And because the branches are many, it's 1 minute per person. So if you open your mouth, now so your friend will say, Pabodi, Kwajo Manu, me free Lester or road, media me, Mamu 10,000. That's what you want to do, yeah? Oh, Chairman, all the way from Telford, let's welcome our Chairman. Oh, Pastor Mohammed. Telford, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to start it. Giddy. From South London, please, your message.
Boy. Hey. Boy. Hey. Comrades, I'm Tegbe Kodo. I stand on all existing protocol. Congratulations, Bristol branch. South London has a donation of £200 that we'll give to you. I also urge all of you to get very comfortable with the Constitution so that no goals are overlapping or duplicated, and work in unity. And anything that you need, you always reach out to a comrade for clarity so that information you put out is only factual and we will remain the superior people to rescue Ghana. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. The discipline is there. 1 minute and £200. I bet me no all the way from West London. Sorry,
Thank you very much, and congratulations to Bristol. We've got £100 to donate to. I don't know who is going to.
Nobody will come.
Okay. So yeah, we got inaugurated a month ago, well, as Honorable said, you definitely go through some patches here and there, but it's about how you deal with those challenges that come your way. So, if you find yourself stuck, I'm sure we've got able chapter executives to deal with those issues. So, please, just consult for those issues to be dealt with. So, we wish you all the best, and congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes, what are you like? Oh, I'm Milton Keynes, sorry. Okay, our chairman is Milton Keynes as he sits there. Chairman, you take one for the team, eh?
Well, I came with my brother.
Yeah, he's hiding, but I just want him to come out. Oh,
Thank you, everyone. I would say we have £200 to give to you guys as well.